Hey everybody, welcome to Barbecue by Biggs. I'm Aaron and today we're working on smoked chicken. The smoked chicken that we're doing today is a little bit different than what we normally do. We're smoking it to use in other meals throughout the week. That's right, those weekdays when you don't have time to smoke up chicken, we're gonna make some delicious smoked chicken that you can use throughout the week. So you guys stay tuned. Hey everybody, welcome back. We got us 4 of these nice sized chickens. And believe it or not, these chickens actually had the neck still attached. Normally what you'd do is reach down in that cavity and that neck would be in there and use it for other things, but this one actually had the neck attached. Actually all 4 of them had the neck attached, but we cut these away and now we're gonna get these trimmed up. So what we're looking for is that flappy skin from where they clean these chickens. We're gonna get all of that cleaned up. It has some extra fat on there that's really not very good. So we'll get these cleaned up. It's usually around the tail and around the neck where you have those flaps of skin. So just take your knife, get those trimmed up. You don't have to trim those up, but the extra fat, it has a lot of grease and we just didn't want that in the cook. Because at the end of this, we're gonna take the skin off anyway and shred this up. So to add another layer of flavor, we have 2 large cut up onions and we have this No Bull BBQ California garlic rub. If you haven't tried it, the link is in the description. This is some great rub. If not, just any kind of granulated garlic and some onion powder would be fine. We add olive oil on the top of the onions and then mix those together. And then we're gonna grab that chicken and we have some sucklebusters, clucker dust. We're gonna take the clucker dust and we're gonna coat the inside of that cavity with the clucker dust. Be liberal with it because you want as much of that flavor to get in there as possible. And then take those onions and just stuff it into that chicken cavity. What this is gonna do is gonna allow those onions to cook, and man, it's gonna leave a flavor in there you can remember. We take olive oil on the outside to make sure that we cover the skin as a binder and to crisp up that skin when we do cook it. And then we're gonna take the clucker dust and we are gonna be very liberal with this clucker dust on the exterior of this chicken. We want to make sure that we get all the nooks and crannies, underneath the elbows, underneath the thighs, wherever we can get this clucker dust is where we're going to put it. So we get this seasoned up and then we're going to put it in pans. Normally we wouldn't cook chicken in pans, but this is a great way to do a lot of chicken at one time and save all that mess. You still get the smoke penetration, you still get crispy skin on top, and man, it turns out wonderful. So let's get them out to the smoker. All right, we got that pit up to 250 degrees. It's the Lonestar Grillz Mini using B&B charcoal, and then we have 1 split of post oak in there for that smoked flavor on this chicken. So we'll get this chicken on. So again, we're at 250 degrees. We're gonna put it down here on the bottom rack and the middle rack, and what we'll do about halfway through is we'll swap them. That way the cooking is about the same. The heat between this rack and this rack is very minimal, so we may not have to swap them, but if one starts getting done sooner than the other one, then we'll swap those racks out. We're gonna put them in, and after about an hour, we're gonna come back and we're gonna put the probes in. That way we can monitor from outside, look and see how they're coming along. So we'll check in on them in about an hour. I'll get them loaded up now. All right, we got them loaded up. We'll put them to bed, 250 degrees. We'll come back and check on them in an hour. See you guys then. All right, we're at 1 hour in. We're gonna check on these chickens and see how they're coming along. Pit's been rolling steady at 250 degrees. Let's check in on them. All right, so we've been rolling at 250 degrees. We're gonna pop them open, see how they're looking, but most importantly, get those probes put into them. So let's check them out. Oh yeah, that color's looking good. Bark's starting to set in a little bit. Get you in for a closer look here. Oh yeah, they're looking good. All right, we'll get these probes put in them and put them back to bed. So we're gonna put these probes in the deepest part of the breast here, just so we can keep track of the temperature of that white meat. That white meat, if it dries out, it's terrible. So most important is make sure that white meat doesn't dry out. So we'll just run these over to the side and get those plugged into our controller. and go from there. So we'll get these all probed up and get them put to bed. All right, the chickens have been on for 2 hours. Internal temp shows on the probes to be about 145 degrees. We're gonna look in on them, see how they're coming along. Pit's holding good at 250 degrees. Shows to be 140 on the breast. Man, they're looking great. Let me get you in here and let you take a look at it. Man, they smell amazing too. They are looking good. Skin coming along nicely. It's gonna be a tasty bird. So probably about another 30, 45 minutes. We'll bring you back when they're done. We're looking for 165 at the breast. We will bring you guys back and have a taste. See y'all then. All right, after 3 hours, they are done. Let's take a look at them. Oh yeah, they look good. Let me get you in. Color's good. Skin's good. All right, we're gonna get them pulled off and get them tinted up with foil. Let them rest for a few minutes. All right, just over 3 hours and these chickens are done. Let's cut into them and see how they taste. Look, juice coming out. I don't know if you can see that, but real juicy. Let's cut a piece of this off. Man, that rub is awesome. Even though we weren't shooting for bite through skin, bite through skin. Turned out pretty darn good. Yeah, we can't wait to use this meat in other dishes. We use it for soups, we use it for sandwiches. We pull it and then we put it in vacuum seal bags and then we store it away in the freezer. Then when we're ready to eat it, we just heat it up in boiling water and then add it to whatever we're gonna add it to. There are a lot of things that you can do with this, so we're gonna shred this all up, get it vacuum sealed, and get it in the freezer. You guys join us next time.